Across neighborhoods, highways, and major cities, ICE is steadily executing enforcement operations that continue to reshape the U.S. immigration landscape. Under the renewed priorities of the Trump administration, immigration enforcement has intensified, and this time, a significant number of Mexican nationals are among those affected. ICE isn't slowing down. The agency's field teams are conducting arrests almost daily. Individuals flagged for prior immigration violations, criminal convictions, or pending deportation orders are being tracked, detained, and processed for removal. From Arizona to Ohio, New York to Nevada, the arrests are coordinated, discreet, and often take place without headlines. But behind the scenes, this is one of the most consistent enforcement surges we've seen in years. In this video, we'll examine how many Mexican nationals are being arrested and deported each week, and also what this rising enforcement means for key industries, local economies, and the broader immigration system. But before we move further, if you believe real change is happening, then subscribe to our channel and like this video for more updates on immigration enforcement and deportation operations. Across the U.S., about 350 or more Mexican nationals are likely deported each week, based on estimates and ongoing enforcement trends, and about the same number may be arrested weekly as ICE continues its nationwide operations. These numbers aren't coming from speculation. They align with broader enforcement patterns reported across multiple states. In the last few weeks alone, ICE has carried out arrests in Utah, New Jersey, Texas, California, and Georgia, targeting individuals with existing deportation orders, prior convictions, or re-entry violations. Many of these cases involve people who were already on ICE's radar, flagged during previous encounters or identified through coordination with local law enforcement. Some arrests took place at homes during early morning visits. Others happened during traffic stops or follow-up interviews related to immigration court cases. Once in custody, individuals are processed through ICE's detention and removal system, with removals often happening within days. These enforcement actions aren't slowing down. According to statements from the Mexican government, more than 37,000 Mexican nationals have been deported so far in 2025, and if current trends continue, that number will rise sharply in the coming months. Based on these figures, it's estimated that in the past 3 to 4 weeks alone, over 6,000 Mexican nationals may have been removed from the country. That includes both border apprehensions and interior arrests leading to expedited deportations. Each week, multiple deportation flights depart U.S. airports bound for cities like Mexico City, Monterrey, and Guadalajara, many carrying individuals who were detained just days earlier. These flights are operated under ICE Air Operations, a specialized division that handles thousands of removals each month. While ICE does not release detailed weekly reports by nationality, available data and official confirmations allow us to track these patterns, and what they reveal is a system that is moving with speed, coordination, and scale. And based on all available reports, Mexican nationals continue to make up a large portion of those arrested and deported each week. While many Mexican nationals have been arrested or deported in recent weeks, ICE has clarified that it does not target individuals based on nationality. Enforcement actions are based on prior immigration violations, removal orders, or criminal convictions, regardless of country of origin. While national figures tell one part of the story, individual enforcement cases show how ICE operations are unfolding on the ground. In recent weeks, several Mexican nationals have been arrested during targeted enforcement actions, many of whom had prior criminal convictions or existing removal orders. On July 6th, ICE Denver officers arrested Hugo Estrada Rodriguez, a Mexican national, in Colorado. He had a prior conviction for assault in Greeley and additional arrests related to violating a protection order. He is now in ICE custody and pending removal proceedings. Earlier, on June 18th, ICE took custody of Juan Cruz Gallegos, also a Mexican national, following a series of driving while intoxicated offenses in New York, including an aggravated DWI involving a child passenger. Despite a prior court order requesting he be released to ICE, local authorities released him back into the community. He has since been rearrested by federal agents. And on June 12th, ICE Salt Lake City arrested Miguel Coliñanes, age 30, in South Jordan, Utah. He is identified as a member of the Latin Kings gang and had prior convictions for larceny and possession of stolen property. A stipulated order of removal was issued, and he will be returned to Mexico. ICE continues to emphasize that arrests like these are based on specific case histories, including past criminal activity, immigration court decisions, or public safety concerns. Once someone is taken into ICE custody, the next steps often move faster than many expect. For individuals with prior removal orders or serious violations, there's no lengthy legal process. They're quickly processed and prepared for deportation. In many of these cases, removal happens in a matter of just a few days. ICE uses a network of regional detention centers to hold individuals temporarily. But the real movement happens behind the scenes, through chartered air routes coordinated by a unit called ICE Air Operations. These aren't commercial flights. They're private, unmarked aircraft that depart on strict schedules, carrying dozens of individuals, often grouped by nationality and destination. Every week, these flights depart from key hubs like Texas, Arizona, and California, and land in cities across Mexico and Central America. By the time a removal takes place, it's already been cleared through multiple enforcement and security layers. What's striking now is the scale and speed. ICE isn't just reacting, they're following a highly coordinated plan, one that operates quietly, but with growing numbers week after week. Beyond the numbers, these ongoing operations are starting to have a visible impact on both local industries and immigrant communities across the country. In sectors like agriculture, food processing, construction, and hospitality, employers in several states have reported rising labor shortages. Many of these industries rely heavily on undocumented labor, and sudden enforcement spikes have led to unexpected workforce disruptions. While federal law prohibits the hiring of undocumented workers, the reality is that many businesses operate in legal gray zones, and ICE audits or arrests can result in large-scale employee turnover almost overnight. On the community level, immigrant families, especially those in mixed-status households, are facing mounting pressure. In some cases, primary breadwinners have been detained during routine checks or traffic stops, leaving families scrambling for legal help or financial support. Legal aid organizations are also feeling the strain. With more arrests, backlogs in immigration courts are growing, and requests for emergency legal assistance have surged, particularly in regions where deportation flights are happening most frequently. As enforcement continues, these ripple effects are likely to deepen, reshaping daily life for tens of thousands of families and workers across the U.S. What we're seeing now isn't just a series of isolated arrests. It's a sustained, structured enforcement campaign that continues to reshape immigration policy on the ground. With deportation flights running regularly, arrests taking place in multiple states, and legal systems under growing pressure, the pace of these operations isn't slowing down. And with thousands of removals already carried out this year, and more expected, it's clear that immigration enforcement will remain a major issue in the weeks ahead. So if you want consistent fact-based updates on ICE enforcement, immigration policy, and deportation news, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you found this video informative, give it a like, and let us know in the comments what you think about the pace of recent operations.